Alrighty, boys and girls, is the dump over? Now, if you logged in today, Monday, we're starting the day in the crypto space with more bleeding on Bitcoin, while surprisingly, Pepe is still holding strong, which is very important, which is something we're gonna get into today's video. And we got also Turbo, right, with the nice pump recently, now consolidating, following the plan I will be talking about. We're gonna be also talking about some other meme coins, right? Our favorites like Bread on Base, Bread on Eat, and the other ones, right? Like the ones here. What's happening? What's happening in the markets? This is crazy, right? It feels like a lot of people are experiencing now their first ever dump in the crypto space, because if you go in today to that Twitter, you would see some real depression going on right now. Well, what we know, right? Bitcoin does two things, right? Go up, range, go up, or go down, range, go down, range. So how do we know in which part of these we are, right? Are we on the go up, range, go up, range, go up, or are we in go down, range, go down, range? There's a saying, the trend is your friend, right? So like here, you see this, down, range, down, range, down, range, down, range, down, range, until it doesn't, right? Until it stops. And then the trend reverses from up, range, up, range, up, range, up, range. Now, a lot of people saying, oh, because this top here, we're topping now, that's it, it's over, right? It's been a long time where Bitcoin was just going up, so maybe the trend is gonna finally change, right? Well, usually Bitcoin follows a 4-year cycle, and this 4-year cycle tells us that after each halving we get a bull market. The 4 years Bitcoin cycle, we get, after each halving we get a massive pump, a massive bull market, right? But always when people expect this, it doesn't happen, right? But when people don't expect it, it happens, right? So we're gonna get to that. Now you see, after each halving we get a pump, and now we are in it right now, right? We're there, but it seems like people forget, right? People forget, and we're getting a dump, right? Bitcoin halving, dump. Why is that? Well, look at that now. So previous halving we got a dump as well. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of red, right? And you can bet here people were screaming we're gonna go lower, right? So when this uptrend is expected, when a bull market is expected, usually it doesn't happen, right? It doesn't create that FOMO, because people FOMO when they miss out, when they see and believe that they missed out. Now they do not. Now they believe that this shit is going down, right? So once this happens, like it makes people believe we're going down, they don't expect the bull market anymore. They sell everything, right? And they hope, or like they try to outsmart the market, right? They think they're special, right? And they try to buy lower, but that never happens, right? Now previous halving as well, we'll see something very similar. Right after the halving, we had a dump, and a massive one, right? A real spooky dump we got, like a 24% dump, right? On this week alone. But from the halving, we got a 30% dump, right? So you can bet as well here, this was before 2017, massive bull market, right? So you can bet here as well, people were saying, we're going down, the bull market will never happen, this is over with, it's a scam, crypto always was a scam, I can't believe it fooled me, right? And then we had a bull market. So I tweeted something like that yesterday where I said, look, if bull markets were expected and people were euphoric and started front running bull markets and buying before the bull markets would not happen, right? Because simply people will buy, and most of the buyers will buy in, and we're just gonna keep front running the bull market. And the market's job is to actually have at least a 50-50 split of 50% buyers and 50% sellers. And how can you do that or achieve that is by making people believe something, right? Something is gonna happen, something on either an upside or a downside, right? So we have the halving, everyone is thinking bull market, right? So especially now, like a lot of people are wising up, and everybody starts to know now that we'll get a bull market each 4 years. And after the halving especially, right? How do you make everybody forget that we're gonna have a bull market? You make it drop, right? So now it's down 16%, but overall it's down 18%. But not only that, right? So recently we've seen the German government selling Bitcoin, right? So they started selling. There are news, right? These are news, bad news, right? Bad news. What we got as well here, our friends, we got Gox, which is an old Bitcoin exchange, selling or giving away their Bitcoins to their old users of 140,000 BTC, which is in the billions, right? It's 9 billion, I think. And they are given to those people. And this is also news that is happening today. This morning, we woke up to this horrifying news that Gox is gonna give people their Bitcoin back, right? Well, you would guess this should be good news for these people, right? That are gonna receive their Bitcoin, which they bought at around $800. Now, this is interesting, right? Because listen up, right? This is important for your Pepes, for your Turbos, and for your whatever coin you're into. So a lot of people are about to get rich, and this is happening next month, right? Bitcoin released to people that been on the sidelines since 2014. These people had their Bitcoin, possibly some of them were trading and all that, but a lot of them forgot about it, right? Forgot that they were rich, or they got rich basically, and they have no trauma or bear market PTSD like most people have today. With each drop, the PTSD kicks in and they start freaking out, right? They don't have that. They like crypto because for them, they've been here since 2014 and they got super rich, so they love it. And they have an altcoin list they've been dreaming to buy, right? So they all have a list. They all been watching the crypto space, right? If some of you here watching are from these guys here receiving Bitcoin, know there are some juicy meme coins out there. There is a Brett Eat, and there are some interesting ones you want to be looking for. Anyway, so they have an altcoins, a dream list, right? They want to buy these because they've been following, right? They've been following, and also those that haven't been following, they're just gonna tune in into Twitter and they see the YouTube and whatever hot coins are out there. They're gonna be getting into, but most likely they're gonna get into what? ETH, right? So we got Ethereum, right? Expected to launch on July 2nd, right? In a week, we're gonna have Ethereum ETF, which is very bullish for Turbo, Pepe, the guys on ETH, very bullish, right? So we're gonna get into that because we really got something interesting going on, right? So these guys are about to dump on BlackRock and buy your alts, right? Most likely, right? So a lot of people are gonna get rich from this, right? So they're gonna have millions of dollars that they probably would not want to straight away send back to their banks, right? For obvious reasons, right? They will want to keep that crypto, or some of it or most of it, right? Until they actually figure out how to deal with Uncle Sam. And then what they'll do, they'll probably switch or swap their BTC to ETH or some other big alts, right? And buy alts within that ecosystem, right? So, and this could literally be the Bitcoin dominance top. So Bitcoin dominance is basically our enemy, right? Because it shows you Bitcoin dominance against altcoins. So when this goes up, altcoins don't do great. When this goes down, we have the biggest alt season ever. We're getting rich basically, right? Short translation. So now it's slowly approaching this target that I have for it. That's 58%. So it still might get there, right? It even looks like it's losing steam now, but this could literally mark the top. So this is happening in July, right? And also July, we are having the ETH ETF, right? Like we have two things now that have a strong, or that could have a strong impact on that Bitcoin dominance. Why is that? As I said, now this is very heavily correlated with ETH, so ETH probably is gonna start to outperform Bitcoin. And also we got the anti-gox people very likely to dump their Bitcoins because they got rich enough. They're not gonna hold Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is not doing great now, right? And they probably now been around and they know now Bitcoin is like best you can do is a 2x in 10 years, right? Or whatever. And they will want some altcoins, right? Everybody's human. Everybody wants more gains, right? Greed, right? Everybody got that, right? So this could literally mark the top on Bitcoin dominance, and this could literally start the fire that we're waiting for. Now, you remember, guys, I showed you this as well. Others, right? Against Bitcoin. And basically these guys here, right? These guys, let me just show it to you here. Basically this shows you, are we gonna see a pump or a dump, right? So this was 2019, 2020 before the bull market. And this was 2016, 2017 before the bull market, right? So each time this bottoms, we get a bull market. We have a third confluence that we are gonna have an altcoin season very, very soon, right? So we also have it dumping, right? So if you put in that super trend, which shows you the trend basically, now it's turning red. It just turned red like 4 weeks ago, right? So we're going into a month now where it's red, and this will take usually 2 months. So previously here we got it around 2 months, and here as well around 2 months. So this tells us basically that July will be a sideways month for altcoins, and then we're gonna have a bull market, like a real true bull market. Most people haven't experienced yet. Now that's if you're new to the crypto space and you just joined and you never experienced the bull market, that's gonna be the first time you will experience that. What you've seen recently with Pepe keep pumping with altcoins, meme coins, and these gains and all that stuff is just a random season. It's not the main. Now that we know that, there is also a big chance that we're gonna have a big rotation from Solana chain meme coins to ETH, and mostly ETH, right? And now we have the ETH ETF coming in July, 2nd of July, right? In 1 week. What do you think is gonna be now the talk of this month of July, right? July ETF, empty gogs, people selling to buy ETH. Everybody's gonna start talking about ETH again. Ethereum is coming, right? What this means, Pepe, the Pepeverse, the Pepe coins, the ETH chain is gonna come back. It's gonna make a comeback. People are gonna start talking about Ethereum again. People are gonna start speculating on meme coins on Ethereum, and it's very likely to happen. That's why I'm super bullish on meme coins on Ethereum. They're gonna be the first to rally, right? They're gonna be the first strongest meme coins, especially those that are related to Pepe. As you can see, Pepe is the strongest by far here, and most likely gonna flip Shiba Inu, right? So I showed you this chart, guys. This is Pepe against Shiba Inu, right? And it's breaking out now. Like if you remember last video, I showed you that one. So now it's the weekly, and it looks like Pepe against Shiba Inu is breaking out. This means like getting close to flipping Shiba Inu, right? This also gonna be the big talk, big time talks everywhere, right? People are gonna talk about Pepe flipping Shiba Inu, and then they're gonna start speculating on Pepe flipping Dogecoin, ETH ETF, right? Remember that. So mostly we're gonna have those. Then when we're gonna have the true bull market and euphoria, and these are gonna be priced out, like your Pepes, your Pepeverse, your Turbos, your BONK Coin, the ETH ones, right? The ETH ones. Once they're gonna get priced in, everybody's in, everybody's on it, and everybody's trading on Ethereum. Usually what happens is Ethereum fees becomes outrageous. People start to speculate on other things, right? And they will say that, oh, ETH fees are too high, let's find another chain. And it would be a disaster if they don't go back to Solana. Most likely what they're gonna do is, because, you know, once a narrative is gone, it's gone, right? What they're gonna do is they're gonna come back to other chains, layer 2s, base chain, Blast, Optimism, Arbitrum, right? These are also have their own coin. Then we're gonna have another season possibly, right? Which is Snake like Cardano's, and your Avalanche like Kokinu, and the other ones. They're gonna have their time as well, right? So overall, what I do think personally is gonna happen is the ETH chain, ETH becoming king again. ETH coins are gonna be the first to recover and pump and start the bull market and all that. Then we all rotate back to the layer 2s. Then from the layer 2s we rotate back to the layer 1s like Avalanche and Cardano and the other ones, right? Like maybe even Solana coming back, right? We're gonna have Solana as maybe the last, right? Solana needs a huge cleansing now, needs a detox, go back to some retreat and meditate for a few months before we see it coming back up with a fresh, new, renewed hope for Solana coin. And that's what I do think is gonna happen now. So far, right, for Turbo guys, Turbo is gonna be ranging, right? Don't freak out. All the coins that basically got a recent massive hype are gonna do this. You cannot escape it, right? So you should read the terms and services. When you see a pump like that, you should expect a dump of 70% in a consolidation and a pump again higher. You should just by default know this happens, right? By default. And this also happened with Breton Base, right? Also a massive pump, then 70%, 80% dump, then massive run, right? So you can guess what's gonna happen now. It's possibly we're gonna have a consolidation again, right? So maybe here, right? Like we're gonna see this happening on Bread Base, right? You see this happening with Bread Base, you're possibly gonna see something like that. Then the next leg up, right? That's what we could see with Bread Base. Now, if Bread was on ETH, it's gonna be a different story. That's why we like Bread on ETH. ETH is a king. Coins on ETH do hold stronger, as Bread ETH also now is ready for that ETH chain narrative to come back, right? And the ETH ETF, now we've seen it ranging here for a long time now, this triangle, and the next breakout is gonna be one of the biggest breakouts we're gonna see on this Bread ETH, right? Because it's been ranging for a while, distribution, right? Holding floor as a low market cap coin, right? This is important to know that low market cap coins, they need to do this kind of ranging for a long time while the holders are growing, right? Like 1,673 holders growing, holding strong here at this support. So once we're gonna get that massive ETH chain narrative comeback, this is ready for that massive run. We've seen this with almost every coin that is a low cap coin on ETH. They do hold strong and then they see that massive run. Now overall the plan remains the same, guys. After each halving we see a bull market. That is why I'm confident today that we're gonna have a bull market, right? I'm not gonna let the market tell me what to think, right? Because the market always wants you to think differently of what it's going to do, right? If we're gonna have a bull market, the market is not gonna go in and tell you right there and make you feel like we're gonna have one. The market will not do that. The market will tell you, look, we're bearish, we're going down, that's it, it's over, Bitcoin is going to zero, that's it. We get bad news, right? Bad news usually happens at the bottoms. They never happen at the tops. People don't show you those, right? These news come out usually at the lows, and usually drama and bad news outshine the good news, right? Like the ETF. And that's simply that, right? So when I see this halving, and after each halving we get a dump and then a pump, I am confident that we're gonna get a bull market. That is what usually happens. I'm not gonna let the market shake me out. Strong diamond handing, waiting also for that ETH narrative to come. We got 1 week and we're gonna have fireworks going on onto that ETH chain, and we're gonna see Pepe flipping Shiba Inu and possibly Dogecoin and be the shocker, and the Pepe verse coins are gonna be one of the biggest gainers of this cycle. That's my thinking. That's the narrative I believe in right now, as everything points towards this happening. That is why today I'm confident holding my coins, because I know bull market is coming. The data shows it's coming. We got Pepe verse narrative is coming, and also showed you these others against Bitcoin. We got 1 more month at best, 1 more month before the real bull market, right? This market is not meant to get everybody to win, right? Not everybody's gonna win. Not everybody's gonna get that bread, and it's simply the way it is, right? The market is made like that. The market is made to get everybody buying high and selling low. And to repeat that, the market needs most people to lose for it to make money. That is what's happening. So at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, believe in something. Have a thesis behind what you're believing in. Each coin you're holding, it doesn't matter, right? So usually I just say it doesn't matter which coin you're holding, because we're gonna have a frenzy, a bull market, and crazy FOMO, and everything is gonna pump. Every top coins here are gonna see their time to shine, right? It doesn't matter. That's the most important. Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.